Hi there everybody, it's Dr. Steve here with Kinesi, and this is going to be your dynamic hamstring stretch. And so I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can do this, starting with the normal way, and then if we want to kind of dial it back a little bit and make it a little bit easier, you can do these other couple of versions. But what's going to happen is we're going to start with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and then everything is going to bend, and we're going to get the hands all the way down onto the ground. The hands are going to stay there, and you're almost in this sprinter start position. But the hands will stay there, and then we're going to lift the hips up and back. And as you're lifting the hips up and back, we're going to get a stretch behind the hamstring of the front leg. So like we do things in 3s, we're going to lift up, and now for the side to side, we're going to swing back and forth. And I want to point out that one of the things we're looking for is getting the hips back and forth, side to side enough so that we're getting some rotation in this front shin bone, the tibia here. We want to see that rotating back and forth where the arch lifts up and then the arch will kind of collapse down. So we want that side to side motion, creating the rotation down at the leg. And then we're going to do circles. These are funny, awkward circles with the body, but they are particularly effective. We circle one way, and then we try and take the body and circling the other way. Then when you come up to switch legs, give yourself a moment to let the juices settle. First rule, no falling over, no passing out, no blacking out or getting lightheaded. So the traditional way where we get the most stretch out of it is 1 foot forward, everything bends, hands are onto the ground. We do lifting up, we do the swinging side to side, and we do the circles each way. This is another example of one of the stretches that falls cleanly into the 2-minute stretch format. If we go in 3 directions and you do 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, there's one leg, you switch sides and repeat. The whole thing takes about 2 minutes, and the 20 seconds very cleanly works out to be about 10 reps. Now, let's say that it's a little bit too much to get your hands all the way onto the ground. What you can do is elevate the hands a little bit. And so this is using some yoga blocks, and you can get your hands elevated off of the ground onto anything, but some yoga blocks are a little bit easier. You do the same motions up and down, side to side, going into the circles each way. Obviously you would do both sides. And then if you want to make it even a little bit easier, you elevate the hands a little more. And so for this, you can also use something like a chair seat. And part of the idea is you can be creative in your environment. You can do these anywhere and everywhere. You just, if you want to make it a little easier, you put your hands up onto something. If you want to make it a little harder, you put your hands lower. But then the same 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, lifting the hips up and back. We swing side to side, and then we take everything in circles. So you can find the position that works best for you to get a bunch out of the stretch, but feel like it's not so much that you're overdoing it. So hands onto the ground is the hardest. Elevating the hands a little bit is a little bit easier. So there's your dynamic hamstring stretch, and have fun with that one, everybody.